Welcome to Caught Up with Candace, the podcast where we catch up on all the unfiltered topics and discussions that you want to talk about. So sit back, relax, and get caught up with Candace. Let's jump into today's episode.
Here we are again with Caught Up with Candace. And I got some special guests in the building, starting with my official co-host, Tyra. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Tyra. I am the official co-host of Caught Up with Candace. Welcome.
And then also, I brought some special guests with me. Obviously, we're going to start with the ladies.
Hey guys, Daria in the building.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Daria. You got a business in Port St. Lucie.
Yes.
I need to know about it.
Okay, so I own a spa. I'm a full specialist and a tattoo artist. So I own a spa in Port St. Lucie Boulevard.
She does nails, lashes, eyebrows, tattoos. I'm talking about jack of all trades. So if you're in the Port St. Lucie area, definitely tap in with her. And then also, I got my girl over here. Please tell us.
Hey y'all, I'm Malorie. My business is Beauty Boulevard. I do lashes, spray tanning, teeth whitening, soon to be facials, in Palm Beach, Clematis.
Yes, so if you're in the Palm Beach, Clematis area, definitely tap in with your girl over here. And then, of course, I got my guys over here. I'm going to start over here to my right. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Sturkey. I'm a barber, a keynote speaker, and educator for a men's grooming product line.
Nice. And what's this men's product line?
It's called Level 3.
Level 3. Nice. Okay, you guys tap in with that. What area?
They're based out of Chicago, but it's an international brand.
I'm from Chicago, so shout out to that. I love it. And then, please introduce yourself.
What up? My name is Brawley. I'm in the nonprofit sector. I organize charity events.
Oh, nice.
I'm also in television, advertising, and marketing. And I'm here to have a good time with y'all.
Yes, I love that. Yes, he does a lot of charity events, a lot of celebrity charity basketball games, which I've actually played in myself. Shout out to Brawley for that. But yeah, you guys, let's get started. So our topic this episode is relationship expectations, you guys. And that's very broad. There's so many things to talk about. And it's Mother's Day. So shout out to all my mothers out there. Let's start with that. Shout out to all my mothers.
Yes.
But where we're going to start is, what is your expectations as a woman from your man? And I'm going to start right here with Tyra.
Jeez. Oh, I didn't want to start first. Expectations.
Because expectations can vary depending on individual preferences and the dynamics of a relationship. However, some common expectations might include mutual respect, communication, emotional support, honesty, trustworthiness, and shared values. Additionally, what would you say that you expect?
My expectation comes from alignment, just making sure that you're striving for something. That's one of my expectations, that you're not just day to day, hey, I'm just waking up in the morning and just going with the flow. No, we have everything structured, everything, we're working towards something. That is, right now I've been seeing the more men that I'm talking to, if you're not there for yourself, or if I don't see that you have dreams and aspirations, then you're just shout out, I can't. No.
Yeah, you gotta show up. You gotta show up for yourself every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I have to see that. That's number one. Respect is a very big thing. Transparency, honesty. I put that over anything, and every expectation of a relationship, and that's where my core values come from when it comes down to relationship. If we're talking finances, in between, I would be I would expect him to handle most of the bills, but also go ahead and chip in wherever is needed.
Right.
I've had both of taking care of myself, but also having it all. But it comes with its pros and cons. So I think it's just whatever works in the flow of being in that partnership, relationship. That's my expectation, that we can work together is mainly where it boils down to.
Okay. And what do you think about that, Daria?
Consistency.
Okay.
That's my biggest thing. You have to be consistent on how much we communicate, when we communicate. I should be the first person you talk to and the last person you talk to. That's just it. That was the biggest thing for me. Before, my married,
And she's married too, guys. So you guys are getting pointers from a married woman. So
he has to show up for you every single day. There should be not one day It doesn't matter the argument. It doesn't matter what he's going through, what you're going through every single day.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
I love
agree.
that. Well said. Brawley, what do you think about that?
Man, well, I agree with a lot of stuff that you say, but we're talking about relationship or marriage.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Grab that
the-
mic.
The
Bring it to you.
expectations could be a little different when you're in a marriage versus a relationship. But for both, I would say for one.
If you disagree, but let him finish.
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I expect honesty at all times. Like, no need to lie about anything. I expect respect. You know, I expect to not have any type of abuse, whether it's physical, verbal, you know, emotional, anything like that. And I expect also, you know, to just communicate, you know, your feelings and depend on me for emotional support and vice versa.
Right. No, I totally agree with that. Because in the days and times that we live in, there's a lot of that going on, like verbal abuse, physical abuse, and people don't understand that takes a big toll in a relationship. There's like lines. Once you pass those lines, like how do you get back from that? And Malorie, what is your take on that? Like what is your expectations as a woman from a man?
I mean, they kind of summed it up. Also, he did too. I want to say honesty is probably my biggest thing. I hate a liar. I don't care what you did.
Preach.
I just want honesty. Like, that's really honesty and communication. Communicate. That's really it. Like,
Right.
Everything else, you know, been a single mom for so long, so I feel like finances and everything I can handle. So I'm looking for a companion.
Exactly.
Be my partner.
And I love that because a lot of women don't think like that. A lot of women are independent. In the world we live in these days, a lot of women aren't independent. They're looking for that, like, guy to take. They're looking for a handout, and they don't care about the loyalty. Like, there's a lot of girls on Instagram these days that, okay, he got me a Chanel bag. He's gone half of the year, but I don't care. The money just keeps coming in. It's like, he don't love you. That's not genuine.
I crave that love, like that friendship. I need a best friend where something's going wrong. My man is the first person I'm calling. Baby, how can I figure this out? Help me. Like, I want a partner.
Yes.
My money, I got it.
No,
I don't
right.
need your money. Like,
No, right. And Corey, what is your, like, touch on that?
I agree.
What is your no? Listen. What is the expectations from a man's point for a woman?
I can't speak on every man.
Right.
But for me personally, I need conversation. But like in depth, like I need to understand that if I'm going through something, that you're gonna be able to comprehend what I'm trying to relate to you.
Yes.
Just because
That
you communicate
understanding.
doesn't mean that you comprehend what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So just because I'm sitting here talking to you and telling you how I feel, if we're not on that same type of vibe of where I'm reading the same books that you're reading, we're praying together, we're meditating together, we're having.
Can you say that one more time for me? Pray.
Please say that
For the people in the back.
But these are things, obviously, the things that I had to learn over time. But
Of course.
if we're not doing that, I don't feel like none of that other stuff even matters.
It matters.
Amen.
Because if you don't understand what I'm trying to relate to you, how do we solve the problem?
Exactly.
Right.
So for me, like, as a kid, when I was growing up, like, a woman hitting on me would turn me on. You know what I'm saying? Or she would touch me a
That
certain type of way and it
toxicity.
would turn, it would turn me on. But as I grew up and I began to enjoy my time alone, my values and the things that I want from a woman drastically changed. So it's like now, like, if I can't have a conversation with you, I don't care how good you look, you're not going to get me to that point.
Yes.
Right.
And that's crazy you said that, because there's a saying that I like to say, like, a woman being a flower with no smell. It's like your beauty on the outside, but it's like
What does
there's
that
no
get me?
substance.
Right.
What does that get
What
you?
is that gonna do? And a lot of women these days, they listen to respond.
Yes.
They don't listen to comprehend.
But a lot of men,
Right.
like, contrary to popular belief, a lot of men just want somebody that they can talk to and that they can trust. Like, they want somebody that they can be transparent with and vulnerable with and not feel like when we get into some shit that you're going to throw this shit in my face.
Yeah,
Right.
but at the
You know what I'm
same
saying?
time, I was gonna say, like, in my last relationship, I did that. Like, I gave you free range to do any and everything and see where you put me. Where is that respect line with it? I'm gonna take everything that comes with you and love on you and show you what unconditional love is. However, some people take advantage of that. Now, I know she ain't going nowhere because we done been through everything, and then it comes down to that. And that's where I pull my hands off, because you can give that comfortability to somebody, and what they do with it and you would expect them to do the best thing with it because you're putting out that love, but then it doesn't come back in return.
So I have a question. Are you matching energy? Like if
No,
you're giving somebody respect,
I remove myself. That's it. That's
so you're not matching energy. You're removing yourself.
Exactly.
2024, we're not matching energy. We're removing ourselves.
Go.
Okay, y'all heard that?
No wasting time.
Even with what she was saying, it's like that's the risk that you take with love.
With love, and you
Just
do.
because you give that side to a man doesn't mean that all men are not going to appreciate those efforts. And then when you know, like, maybe those were his love languages. Maybe those weren't the things that was going to help him tick. You know what I'm saying? Or get him to that next level. Like, just because you were doing it because of maybe that's how you want a man to treat you, so we, like, project that.
Right.
That doesn't necessarily mean that that's what would work or be
That's
like
so
a puzzle
love
piece
languages
fit for
are
that
a
man.
thing.
Right.
It
So what's
definitely is.
more important, love or respect?
It's different from each individual.
I don't know, like, because respect can go a lot of ways. You can respect.
Would you
somebody out
rather
there.
somebody love you, or would you rather somebody respect you?
I feel like if they love you, they're gonna respect them.
I feel like those go hand
So
in
it's a hand in hand.
Yeah.
I feel like it goes hand in hand.
Okay.
You can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that. I love those
And
answers.
Also, in the beginning of relationships, like people definitely should see red flags and note that red flag and leave before it becomes anything else.
Okay,
Because,
so what about correcting it though?
I mean,
correct it.
okay, you could correct.
That's where communication comes
Yeah,
in.
that's okay. Because some
Communicate.
people come with trauma, and if they don't understand their trauma and get deep within their trauma, especially two couples together, then it's definitely going to linger into your relationship. So maybe if you, conquer all those things, yes, maybe some red flags, yes, but a lot of us, we really do let go of the red flags and keep going because you just want love so bad.
No, right.
You know what
And
I
I
mean?
agree with that.
I've
But
been there too.
a lot of people jump into relationships with like these generational curses.
Yes.
You know, like whether they were raised with like
Right.
verbal abuse, physical abuse, they might bring that into their relationship. So it's like, do you give your significant other a chance and do you help them work with that? Or do you
One
just write
chance.
them off?
One chance. You got one chance.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
They say it takes 30 days to kill a habit.
That's true.
So
That's
it's like,
true.
say you give them that chance,
Right.
and then 2 days later they're on the same thing
Right.
because, like I said, it takes 30 days to kill a habit. Like, do you crucify them?
Hey, look,
Or-
man, you got to use your discernment. You
Just
know.
you gotta have spiritual
What do you mean by
discernment.
that?
You
gotta
gotta
use
have
your
spiritual discernment.
You know, like everybody knows when you're in a situation with somebody that they're making exceptions for because they like a certain quality of this person.
Right.
So it's like, you know what? Damn, I know she really ain't shit, but she fine as hell, dog.
Yes.
Or you know, like
Yes.
females be the same shit. Like, girl, he ain't really got a lot going on for him, but you know, he treat me good.
Yeah.
But then it's like, all right, he treats you good, but what is that? How does that help in the long run? How is he going to be able to sustain a lifestyle?
See,
for
right
y'all?
there. I'm dating for my future. I'm
Exactly.
dating with a purpose. You may treat me good, but where is that gonna go?
For sure.
And
You
that's
know,
why
like-
when you mentioned that whole relationship and marriage, I'm like, well, if I'm even dealing with you, wasting a minute, like
It has to be
my
marriage.
mind is there. Like I
Yeah.
can't just be like, oh yeah.
The
I'm
goal
like,
is
do I
marriage.
But
see
see, a lot
myself
of women
with
now
you?
where I seen this meme the other day. It was like, ladies, stop giving wife treatment to guys in a relationship. Well, how the fuck
I'm against that.
How we gonna know?
I'm against
How
that,
do you
yeah.
want us to even get to that point?
Right, if you
how
don't
do
give it.
How do you think, how am I supposed to trust you as a wife if you don't show me
In
quality?
the
I
Bible,
agree with that.
in the
I
Bible
agree
it
with
says
that.
you
I
have
agree
to
with
be
that.
a wife. Like
then
you
the
are.
Bible also
Like,
says a man treat your wife like the church.
Right,
So it says,
exactly.
so if you show me
you know
this,
your
then
verse.
I'm gonna
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I love that.
Preach,
Yes.
preach.
I see these memes and stuff like that, and
No.
it's stupid because
Right.
it's
It
like
is.
you're telling these women to hold back on somebody that could potentially be their life partner because of your ego. Because that's all that it is.
Yeah.
Your ego.
It's
I
ego.
can't let him get a one up on me. I got to
No.
make sure I'm on my pivot all the time.
Right.
Like, hell, that's why there's so
a
many
man
single
is
women right now.
Sacrifices.
supposed to lead, but he needs to see a wife in her to lead.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. So you have
can't
to
just
do
be on
wife
the streets and be
duties.
like, I'm a wife, and expect him to lead.
Yes.
No,
you
he's
have to
gonna
do
lead
wife
you the best.
duties.
Agree with y'all though.
Oh.
I'm gonna tell you why, because then obviously you get into a relationship not trying to break up or anything like that, but if you already gave a man all these wife duties and now you're not together and now you're going to the next dude, it's not the relationship and dating now is not the same as before. Now a woman is getting everything to a man who's not her husband, including sex. So now you're not that special. I'm sorry, you're not that special with the next relationship because you done gave everything already to another dude. So I'm just the next one in line.
Right.
I'm not saying you necessarily give everything, but you show your wifey qualities.
Right. Of course, you can show your wifey qualities, but we have couples that are living together and they're not married, and you're just like a marriage. You're just not. You didn't go to the courthouse because you were scared that y'all were gonna eventually break up or divorce or whatever. That fear is holding you back.
Right.
Okay.
But you living like a wife already.
Exactly.
So to me, if you're doing that, I think there's just some things, not everything, with your character, your personality, how you treat. That should always be the same whether you're relationship or married. But there's some things you should reserve for marriage because then it makes the marriage more special.
So let's hear that.
Yeah. What are you?
What are the certain things that you feel like should be saved for that? What are certain things that you feel like should be saved for marriage then that a woman should not be giving up right away?
I think sex should be one.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, I think that we should bring that
back.
Yeah, bring the
okay.
Because now again we're just another person on the list.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Ain't nothing special. Like you know, I've been married before and I was divorced, and I remember having this conversation with someone, and they were like, "Yeah, well, you were married." I'm like, "All right, you lived with somebody before?" "Yeah, you lived with them for like a year, and y'all broke up." "So what was the difference between me and you, except that you signed a piece of paper and I didn't?"
Exactly.
You were unofficially married. It's the same thing. You just was scared to go to the courthouse and make it official. But there was no difference. There's nothing. A couple that lives together and they're not married, all right, they get married, then what changes? Nothing. You just got a piece of paper. Like literally nothing changed. You still behaving the same way.
Yeah.
So there's nothing special if all the relationships are exactly like marriages. It's not special no more.
Exactly.
Okay.
I agree
with that. That's actually fair. I honestly see both point of views. So I appreciate you guys and your outlook on that. But I am gonna go to the next topic. And the next topic is something that I hear about it all the time. And it is, what is your take on the 50-50 scenario in a relationship? And first, I'm going to go with what I think, because I feel very strongly about this. So I personally, myself, I feel like I'm very old school, by the way. I miss the old school love before social media and all that, okay? I'm the type of person, I believe in the man should pay all the bills. But before y'all go crazy, I believe that the man should pay all the bills, but the woman should cook, clean, take care of the kids. Anything that is not associated with the bills, the woman should take care of. Like, you should not be, after long days of work, coming inside, man, what am I going to eat tonight? I got to wash my clothes. I got to take care of the kids. Like, all of your thoughts should be on the bills. Like my man's not gonna come into the kitchen and be like, "Hey, babe, you think you could pay the electric bill this month?" Just like I'm not gonna go to him and be like, "Babe, can you go make your plate and warm it up, and then can you feed the kids and take their bath?" Like, as much as it sounds crazy, it's like gender roles. Like the man pays the bills, the woman. Like back in the day, what is it? The women were like. The men were the hunters and the women were like the nurturers and the gatherers in a way. Right. I believe in that. Like, I feel like if you're handling that, I'm going to handle this. If you want to take off your pants, throw them on the floor, I'm going to come pick them up. Like,
now, hold on.
Yeah, that's a little too much.
No, yes.
But
like,
that's her view.
That's my view, though.
That's her view.
I'm not saying that what you're saying is wrong, but I'm saying is like, how many women are really doing that in this generation?
In this generation,
Let's keep it above.
I'm doing
How
that.
How many of your friends do you know that do that on a consistent basis for their man?
I can't speak for my friends.
I did that for 7 years.
While I have my own business. I'm a nurturer. I'm a wife. I want to cater to my man. I want to cook. I pick my own schedule. So, I'll be home by 4 o'clock. So whatever you're done, dinner's going to be on the table.
Right.
I'm different, though. 50-50. Yeah, if you make more, go ahead. But I also want to provide in some way. Like, I'll save the money for, say, like vacations and stuff. Or... Right. I don't know. I don't like.
There's a compromise.
Okay, so to go off of what you said, don't get me wrong. I have multiple businesses myself. I'm not just cooking and cleaning all day. Like, I have multiple businesses myself. But those businesses, I am investing for assets, other businesses to bring in residual income. But I'm not paying my bills with that. If I'm paying my bills, or if I'm getting my nails done or my hair done, why am I with you? That's how I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how I look at it. Like, take care of the basics. Anything else of us building, like for example, if my man calls me, baby, I just invested in 3 Airbnb properties. Can you take care of the rent for this month?
Of course.
Yeah.
But every month though, no, that should be what I feel like. My opinion, a man should be taking care of that.
So what are you doing with your money?
I'm investing it into my business.
Okay, to bring in more
Yes,
income.
more assets.
And then what you doing with all the income that you're bringing?
Saving it up.
For what?
For something bigger. For us.
Are you going into a joint account or your account?
I'll send my money to my man.
Okay.
Like, my money that I'm getting, like, if I get...
money.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Now, are we talking marriage or are we talking relationship?
Relationship. Because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Relationship goes to marriage.
If you get into a relationship with somebody, you have a joint account with them?
No, so I'm kind of old school. Like, whether we have the money on hand or whatever, or he has it in his account. If I'm locked in with you, I trust you. So if I get 15K, I'm sending it to my man. You want to know why? 2 reasons. Not only because I trust you, I'm bad with money. I will spend that 15K in a week. I'm going shopping.
I'm really good with money.
She's good with money. I'm
great
not.
with money.
I will spend that money in a drop of a dime. So as soon as I get it, as fast as it comes to me, I'm sending it to him. And he's going to invest it in Bitcoin, crypto, Airbnbs, whatever he thinks that is the best investment, he's going to invest it in. And I'm going to trust him because, for example, when I need my nails done or hair done, he going to send me that money. And if it's coming out of what I sent or what he's making from those residuals, that's none of my business. I don't even want to think about that.
How far into the relationship are you doing this?
Right.
How long does it take
at least
you to get to that point?
At least a year.
So up into that year, is he still taking care of everything?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. So I have a rule. When I get with a man, there's a certain amount of dates that we have to go on before things are official. I'm not gonna say how many, but just know.
An estimate.
Let's say 10.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. Like, come on, I'm not about to sugarcoat.
Yeah,
Let's
she's
say
not
I
lying.
need 10 dates before you get anything. All right? But that time before you get anything, you're my man at this point.
Yeah.
Like, we locked in. You're my man. Like, you're not going anywhere. Like, that's what it is. So once we're locked in, baby, my money I make, once we're locked in, ain't no switching up. But once we're locked in, any money that I make, I'm okay with giving to you. I trust you at the point. If I've let you in my body, I should trust you with my money. I'm not letting nobody in my body that I wouldn't
That's true.
I should be able to set 100K right here and walk out the door for a month and come back, and it's either gonna be doubled, tripled, or the 100K is gonna still be there. I'm not dealing with nobody that I cannot do that with. So, like I said, after that 9-10 date rule, and 9 or 10 dates could happen within like a 6-month year increment. Like, this is not every day 9 days. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's quickly. But once I let you in, let's get this money. Like, that's what I'm on.
You ever lost money?
Yes.
And that ain't like affect how well you trust and how soon you trust people?
Let's talk.
It's getting hot in here. So,
You gotta learn from our mistakes, right?
so wait, what's the question again?
You lost money.
Yeah.
Did I affect how you
trust
trust and how
people.
soon you trust a man with your money? You're sending him your money. He's not your husband.
Okay,
And you
so
lost money. You did it
So
before,
have you?
and it
How many
didn't
men
work.
have you done this system with?
Right.
And
Oh
what
my
and
God.
what's the track
Oh
record
God.
been on it?
Right.
no, it's been good. It's been good. Anytime I lost money, it wasn't because of a man.
I don't know.
I've never lost money because of a
but I'm
man.
saying, like, you gave a man money.
Yeah, and they always tripled it and did what they were
so
supposed to
nobody
do.
ever, like, lost it.
You ain't
Or
never
No.
have a
made
bad
investment.
experience.
No.
You
So
had good
every
discernment
investment you
about
get to
it.
a dude,
Yes.
it always came back.
Absolutely.
Period. That's good.
I remember
Absolutely.
the first time you said no.
No, because when you were talking about money loss, I've took big losses. Don't get me wrong, but it was never from a man. It was
Yeah,
from
like
other.
It was all
reasons.
from
Maybe
her,
her.
maybe like
Like,
more so
yeah.
her decisions
More
and
learning.
stuff.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to figure out when does this joint relationship happen in this relationship.
Like a
It's not
year.
So
Like
after
a
1 year.
After 1 year, I'm any money I make from my businesses, we're investing it into make residuals or
And within
whatnot.
that year frame,
Yeah.
time frame,
Yeah.
are y'all living together or you got your own spaces?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lover girl.
You move in with a nigga quick. Date number 3.
I mean, that's not bad though.
Moving in.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's
I'm not gonna lie. I am a lover girl.
Yes.
Like, I feel like I'm the type
that
of
what we
woman.
call
I done
it?
been engaged a couple times, so I feel like
A couple times.
No, a couple times.
But that's the goal. The
Yeah.
goal is to be
No,
engaged
no,
and be
marriage.
married.
The goal is
The goal
marriage.
is
No, you're right, you're right.
The goal is
There's
marriage.
No,
So
but
let's stop.
unfortunately,
The
the
goal is
reason why
marriage.
it did not go through is because they got locked up. I used to have a bad
Track record.
choice of
R.I.P.
men.
All of
homies.
them were.
All of them,
locked
both
up?
of them was locked?
Last 2,
So
yeah.
you scam her and you give the scammer the money.
Why
No. No, that's not what I'm saying. Guys, that's not what it is.
Jesus.
Nah, but I'm not
Oh
gonna
my
lie
God.
though. I am the type of woman, like when I'm with a man and we going on our dates, I want him to fall in love like in 2 weeks. Like we moving in together because life is short. Like
We dating with a
we're-
purpose.
We're
Dating
dating
with
with a
purpose.
purpose of marriage.
yes,
And the type of woman I am,
Yes.
baby.
Oh my God.
So when does your investment of the money that you make and the sacrifice that you make for your businesses start to flourish in the relationship between the two of y'all within that year time frame?
So
Probably
a
depends
good
on
question.
the investment.
no,
That's a
it
good
depends
question.
on the investment,
That's what I'm
honestly.
saying is-
Like for example, if
Because
it's
what I'm saying
Bitcoin,
is, you said 10 dates.
yeah.
You said 1 year. But within this 1 year and within these 10 dates, you want this man to take care of everything.
Yeah.
So where does the investment come back for, I guess, for the man per se, since you say that I give him all my money for
Yeah.
our household
Right.
or our relationship?
Yeah.
When does that start to take place? If the relationship doesn't start, it doesn't really get real until date number 10.
Right.
And then after 1 year, when the money goes into the joint account.
Yeah.
So what about all the money that he's spending prior to that 1 year? What is that accounted for? How is that accounted for?
That's for him to figure out.
Because you're not giving him nothing. Remember, they said there's
Okay.
10 days to take
Yeah,
it
so
on
that's for
time.
him to figure out
Okay, so
as a
how would-
man.
how
That's
would
for him
you-
to figure out.
Yeah.
When you see a woman that you want, it's gonna make you want to go harder.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Okay, so
Especially
You
a
answer
woman
the
with a
question.
kid. You gonna want to go harder.
About the 50-50?
yeah, y'all answered the question about the 50.
No,
Okay.
yeah. What is your take on the
So I've
50-50?
only lived with one woman, and that was the mother of my kids.
Okay.
Okay.
So we was together for off and on for about 12 years. And when I was there, when we first started dating, man, look, shout out to my baby mom, to my kid's mother, because when we first
Happy
started
Mother's
dating,
Day.
Happy
Happy
Mother's
Mother's
Day.
Day.
Mother's Day,
I
girl.
didn't have nothing. I didn't have
Okay.
my car got repoed the day after we started dating. Like
Okay.
legit. I didn't have a job. I wasn't in school. I was texting her off my mom's phone, but she saw my potential.
Yes.
And
I love
she
that.
believed in me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And when I got into the industry, I told her, like, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. And I did everything. And when I got to the point where I was in a position to make sure she was straight, I took care of everything.
And I
But
feel like that's how it should be.
as it
That's
should
how
be.
I
And
am, too.
even now that we have been together for about almost 4 years, for the kids, I pay all the bills. I pay all of it because it's like, for me, for one, that's a flex on me. It's like, nigga, these are my kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, this is the best investment. It's the best gift that God gave me. Why wouldn't I do that?
Now you pay all her bills like rent or
I'm
mortgage
I'm talking
or.
about the kids.
Oh, okay,
With the
yeah.
Daycare,
That's-
after school,
Right.
appointments, everything.
Whatever.
I take care of everything. We don't have no court. We never been to court.
Good.
There's no
Good.
child
I
support.
love
told her,
that.
I
That's
was like,
I love
stressful.
that.
Court
I'm
is
taking care of
stressful.
everything.
I love
And I
that.
told
Good
her, I was like,
co-parenting relationship.
I'll pay for everything, but the reason I
Amen.
do
Thank
it
you.
is, for one, because God forbid something ever happened to her, I know for a fact I can provide for my kids under
Right.
any circumstances. The second thing is, the easier I make life for her, the better my life is going to be for my children.
Mm-hmm.
So I tell her, like, hey, I'm going to take care of everything. That includes tax return money too, because they get a
I
bag
love
for
that.
I say, hey, you take everything.
You want to go talk to my baby daddy?
Wait, so
No, listen. No, absolutely. Because a lot of men have this thought, I'm not with you, fend for yourself. But people don't realize the situation your baby
But-
mama is, your kids are in too.
But at the same time, there also has to be boundaries with that.
okay, because I was gonna say,
What do you mean by that?
What if she gets married? Then what?
It's
It's still his
my
kids.
It's still your kids.
It's still my kids.
Okay.
Because a lot of baby daddies,
She could get
they
married.
think differently.
She get married 5-10 times. That will never be that man's
Right.
responsibility
Uh-huh.
to take care of my children.
Okay.
That's my job.
So
What do
only your children's, like the bills for
Yeah.
your children. That's it.
That's taken care
Yeah.
of.
That's
What
it.
What do you
Okay.
think about that, Tyra?
I love what he said because we were recently talking about that too, co-parenting, and I see it as more of the mental health of the children. I don't even care what we got ourselves in this situation. This is our kids at the end of the day. They did nothing here. So what my goal is to make sure that me and you are on the same page. And that's exactly what we have created. A lot of hurt and damage over the years, as you know, being with somebody on and off for so many years, there just comes so much. But I always told myself, you know what? I don't hate you. I understand who I'm dealing with. At the end of the day, go do you. When it's family time, we can get together with the kids and do everything that we need to do with the kids. And it built a respect even for me because I'm not asking for nothing. Whether you do for the kids or not, the kids are going to be taken care of.
Period.
Like, they're mine at the end of the day.
Right.
And I want peace. I don't want to do that court shit. I'm like, it's just so much of trauma, generational curse, just the typical, like, oh, he should be doing X, Y, Z. No, at the end of the day, us as women also took that responsibility to be a mother. Yes. So at the end of the day, this will always will be.
Yes. That's always our job.
Exactly.
So what do you think about that, Daria? Because I could just see you're feeling this topic. What is your take on that?
On the 50-50?
Yes. Yes, I want to hear everything. Because you're married. Yeah. We want to hear your point of view on that.
No kids yet.
I have no kids, but I have a stepdaughter. Okay. She's like my bonus daughter. 50-50 for me. I feel like even before marriage, I've always been kind of like boss-minded. I grew up with boss women.
Yes.
So I'm always hold mine. You know, the nails and the hair and the makeup and the lashes, I got that. Right. Would it be nice for a man to say, here you go? Yes. And I do love that my husband does that. But I think that's my job. I do want to contribute, though, because one thing is you're not going to say I'm just a girl cooking and cleaning and all that. I do want to hold my own sometimes. I do want to say, hey, if you don't got it, I got it. If you know what I'm saying? I do believe in the 50-50. Now, should a man provide more? I mean, it just depends on the situation. I feel like it depends on the income. I feel like it depends on all that because what if the woman is making more? Right. Yeah. What if the woman already had a degree and all that before the man?
And that's why you're married. That's why you're married. You got that mindset.
So if
you got that good mindset.
Right. If I'm making more than you, I'm not saying I should provide because I shouldn't say just because you're a man, you should provide more. No. Correct. What I want to say is like if I do have more than you from the get-go and coming up, you know, we're getting together and you're, you know, coming up, I guess it would be nice for him to provide more, but it depends on the situation.
Yeah. Okay.
It depends on the situation, for sure.
I totally agree.
Like, if the people are happy and it works for them,
it works.
Right.
Exactly. And 50-50 could go either way. It doesn't always have to be finances.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Thank you.
I also feel like, too, I do love when my man cook for me, too. I don't want to just come home every night and I have to cook. I love when he says, hey, I'm off today. I came home early. I could cook for you tonight. It's 50-50 for me.
So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And you cook.
Yeah,
she cooks.
I cook.
She cooks. She a chef.
And
so is she. But like me, I get offended. When my man say I'm about to microwave, you about to what?
You got pizza? What?
No, like let me do all of that.
See, that's one of my love languages. I love cooking for my man. I'm a nurturer. I love that. But 50-50 can go back, baby. I know you had a long day at the salon. Let me cook.
Yeah, it's like 50-50.
And it's because the type of woman I am, I feel like I'm so nurturing and giving and stuff like that.
Right.
I damn near feel like it's more than 50% that I'm giving.
Right.
Do y'all tell y'all dudes that you would like them to cook for you?
I do.
I don't want my man to cook for me.
I tell my man.
Can he cook though? The question is,
if you was at work all day long and you came home and he had dinner ready for you, there's no
girl, you agree. You get him all over again.
That's why.
If he's a good cook, there's no way you're mad at him.
But
he got flowers. He got dinner.
Oh no! I would love that.
Okay.
No, I would love that.
Shout out to my man.
I would love that. I wouldn't be mad at that.
What if you go to take a shower and when you come out the shower, he's cooking dinner because he bought groceries?
I would love that.
Okay. Right. Say that, but what I'm saying, a lot of women won't tell their man that, hey, I'm
a big communicator.
I like these things. So then they assume that we supposed to like magically,
mind read. Right. We love our men to mind read.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right.
Again, you gotta communicate.
No, you're right.
With him, like, hey, these are my expectations, and these are the things that make me tick for the betterment of us.
Okay.
Can you do this?
Right.
Not all the time, but when you got time,
of course.
Can you do this for
me? Yeah, at least 2 times out the week. You gotta have one day where you at least cook something for me. It don't have to be
breakfast too.
it don't have to be the whole day.
No, breakfast quick.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't
I don't know.
want no
My
quick
breakfast
stuff.
this morning took me about
No,
an
at
hour.
least one day. Give me something that you really put your all into. That'll make me feel so beautiful. But some women don't like that. Some women will say, it's my job to cook. It's my job to clean. It's not your job to do anything but communicate. That's the job. Communicate.
Yeah.
And then once you guys communicate on what it is, okay, even if you got this for money, I got this for food, communicate.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
That's
about
how I feel about 50-50 also.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of the reasons why I had that mentality is I've been with men where like I'm getting money or whatever, and they'll be like, "How much you about to make?" Nah, don't go do that. I'll throw you this bread. So it's like it's almost instilled. In,
Oh my God.
They ruined it.
no, I'm not gonna lie.
Cameras ruined it.
I'm not gonna lie. They like
I feel
instilled
you,
in my head that. No, I'm not gonna lie.
Thinking
Right.
this is what you're
Yeah.
supposed to
Expect.
And
This is
that's
what
not
you,
it.
No, this is what you deserve.
Right.
From everything.
Social
And it's
media.
not saying that you shouldn't get finer things, but let's like realistic. Let's be real. Let's be
Yeah.
for
No,
real
you're
here.
right.
Yeah.
You're right.
You know
Let's
what I'm
get back
saying?
And
to
to
the
be
old
honest with you,
ways.
the reason
Yeah.
why I agree with all of you guys, because in situations like that, when they put you in a situation to need them and their funds or whatever, or it's so like whatever you want to call it, it's like if something happens to them, God forbid.
Then what?
Then what?
Exactly.
You right back to what?
That's what I
Exactly.
said.
Ground zero.
Absolutely.
Ground
No,
zero.
you're right.
is-
You're right.
For the women
Hey,
that
but-
don't have nothing at all, right? And then they depend on a man and something happens to them, then they're back, like you said, at ground, like,
Ground
you know
zero.
what I'm
Ground
saying?
zero.
Be in no relationship.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
No,
What do
you're
you
right.
have to
If
bring
you can't be
too?
okay with being by yourself.
You're
Then
right.
you're not ready for,
I had
you're
to
not ready
learn
for a
that.
relationship.
I did. I
You
had to
don't
learn
need to be in a
that.
relationship because
And
the
what do
moment
you-
you're relying on another man, you need him.
Yes,
Right.
so
Some
bad.
women things that should be generated.
Right.
See, and that's why
And
I
that's
said
why-
I want a man,
Yes.
a partner.
And to be
Yes.
honest with you, when you
Partner.
when you put yourself in those type of situations, you go through like things like verbal, physical abuse and stuff like that
Right.
because you feel like you need to
'Cause you're
stay.
afraid to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're afraid. You don't got nothing else.
What am I gonna fall back
Exactly.
What am I
on?
gonna do by myself?
Yeah.
Trauma.
What were you? What, what do you feel about
I was
that?
just gonna add to it because I'm not on 50-50. I'm on 100 to 100.
Yeah.
And what
I love that.
Okay.
100.
Elaborate.
And I can understand all of y'all perspective. And I every situation is different, so whatever works, that's cool. You know, but I just can't have my woman waking up and making someone else richer, helping somebody else's business. So I don't like the 50-50. I'll take all the bills. If that's gonna take away from your home quality, your nurturing, you're taking care of the household, I don't want my woman doing that. I'd rather her either work for herself or work for our family business. So in the situation that the man, something happens to the man, it's not you're just left, you don't have nothing. No, you have the family business. You have
Right.
our business.
Right.
You can pick that up and continue. But for my woman to work for somebody else's, help someone else's business, I don't even like how that's
Right.
See, and I agree
Right,
with
right,
you.
I
And
agree.
so let me clear this up. When I say that I feel like a man should pay all the bills, don't get me wrong. I've been in situations where a man has wanted me to be a housewife and I'm bored. Like, I
Yeah,
want to
you
go
can't.
get my
You
own
have to
money.
do
Right,
that.
Like, I
right,
still
right.
want to do my own businesses. Like, the family business thing that you mentioned, I love that. I want to get up and go handle that. But I was just saying, like, as far as paying the rent, my nails, hair, take care of that, my money could go elsewhere. Okay, that's where I was going with that. But to go off of what you were saying and what we were talking about, if a man loses his job, how long will you give him till you leave? Like, are you like holding him down? Are you? So what's your take on that, Daria?
So, yeah, my man came from corporate. Now he owns his own business.
Period.
There was no time frame. I just started giving him the look like, okay, it's getting a little rough around here. But there is no time frame. There is, I'm going to pick you up when you're
Right.
down.
Right.
That's it. Because
That's
I
what a
know
that's a
that's
partner.
just what it is, a partner. There is
Yeah.
no, I'm going to give you 6 months, bro. Like, no, I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to pick up shifts. I got to do whatever I got to do. Because if this is your
Yes.
goal, this is the man that you
Right.
aspire to be,
Exactly.
then
I'ma have faith in you.
I'm gonna
Let's
have
do
faith
it.
in you because that's
love
what
that.
and that's not even a marriage. That's just even boyfriend girlfriend status. Like, you should be with someone that you want to pick up and not. It's either they already there or you know what I'm saying. You seen them they have goals in them. They got that drive.
That ambition.
That's
That's
they
what
do.
Yeah.
If they some bum, then no.
Bye.
But from the first couple of days, you see him going to work, calling you on the break. You know he got drive, so there should be no time frame.
Right.
I got you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But when it does get tough as a woman or as a man, you know, because sometimes women have to go to nursing school, some women have to do this and this too.
I was about to say that. Like, what about if she
the
lose
woman,
her job?
if she
Then
lose
what?
her job, then yeah, the same thing. But I don't feel like it should be like a responsibility thing where like I'm gonna take care of you, babe, until whenever you find it. No, give the same respect.
Now,
for
is this they're
I
living
do.
together or they're not living together?
I feel like, to me, I date to marry.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Correct.
matter if you in your mama's house, you in your sister house, whatever. If you guys come together and say, babe, I lost my job, I need like help with gas and stuff, like you guys should help each other out because that's
agree.
what a relationship is. We should not in 2024 be
You should not
dating
be with somebody that cannot help
that
you
cannot
out.
help you out, that
Period.
cannot be a husband, cannot be a wife. We need to get back to that because now in our generation, we are dating for looks, we're dating for likes, we're dating for, you know, money. The money.
Perception.
No, I
Perception.
agree.
But
Yeah.
if we get back to what we were taught and get back to, you know, biblical stuff, then we should be marrying,
For love
dating for
and-
love. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
So
No,
yeah.
I agree.
And that's what I was just gonna say that's the same thing. Like I wouldn't care because what if he's hurt?
Literally.
And that was
And as
my
a man,
and that's
it's very
my
prideful.
thing. Like
Right.
you don't know what the heck is gonna happen, but guess what? I could stand by you, just like if something happened to you, I would expect you to expect me to know how to hustle,
Right.
like to have that
Exactly.
ambition inside of
Yes.
me.
Right.
You done poured out everything that you wanted. I know you have a vision. Okay, so then I'm gonna stand by your side. Am I right? Like,
Absolutely.
but if
Right.
you're just like, damn, babe, I don't know what
I don't know
I'm
what to do,
gonna
bro.
do.
No, I
Call
like.
of Duty.
No, yeah.
You
TK.
gotta go.
And to go off of what
Like,
you were
no.
saying, like, yeah, I believe man should pay the bills and stuff, but I've been in situations where like years ago, I was dating somebody and they had 3 jobs just because they did not want me to work. They were like, I don't want you to work. I'm going to work these 3 jobs. All right, cool. They
But
ended
that
up.
also takes time from you guys.
No, yeah,
Correct.
it does. No, you're absolutely right. They were working 3 jobs. They got injured like super bad where they had to be rushed to the hospital, in the hospital for 3 months. Guess what I did? I went and got a job. They came home
Exactly.
to new furniture, like everything.
Right,
I had
right.
everything taken care of because I remember like, damn, you were out here hustling, had 3 jobs. Like I'm gonna do the same for you.
Exactly.
Like
Right.
God forbid something happens. What's your take on that?
No, I agree with you. You know, I seen that with my parents. My father worked 3 jobs, so for me, you know, you gotta go get it by any means. And I'm like her, like I'm prideful. I'm not gonna ask you for
Very
like $20.
Right. That's me. I don't even though I expect, I'm never gonna ask.
I'll never ask
That's
a
a
man.
Sagittarius to me.
Yeah.
I was actually dating a guy, and I would leave my bill because he was sleeping over. This. So I would leave my electric bill right there. A month goes by. He ain't even.
Flip it
Finally, I said, "Did you see this?" He's like, "Yeah, I was wondering why you put." I'm not gonna ask, but as a man, you in my
Right.
house, you should automatically
Yeah.
like.
And
I'm gonna help you.
And I agree with you because what I'll do, like how I said I expect guys to take care of the hair and nails and stuff like that. Like I'll go like 2-3 weeks. I expect you as a man to look at my nails and be like, baby, it looks like
Looking
it's time to
rough.
get your nails done.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I already know what you're gonna say. I already know what you're gonna say.
What am I gonna say?
No, women expect guys to be mind readers, first of all.
Right.
Secondly, I understand you dealing with so many other things. The last thing is
Right.
you looking at my nails.
Right.
But it's like, it's the little things.
It's the
I
little things
expect
that
that.
matter.
First of all, I look at nails, so that's not happening. Second of all, if that's your dude and you rocking with him like that, and y'all got that type of bond where you trust him, he's at your house, why you can't have a conversation with him?
Yeah.
See, that's just me though.
agree.
I don't like asking.
like
I want a man
asking
to
either.
like. What's
That's
the?
your ego?
Yes.
Maybe.
So
I
It
mean,
might
yes,
have
that's
So
to.
true.
that's something that you got to deal with.
Yes.
That's not my fault because you
That
don't
is
want
You
to
know
deal
what?
with that.
He
That's
said
true.
the same thing. He said, all I was waiting for was for you to ask. I want to feel needed. I'm your man, but
My
why
husband said the
didn't
same
you
thing.
ask me?
Yep.
It's so simple. You
Yeah.
ain't asking
Because
because you're
I-
pride.
So you
Right.
rather a
But
woman
you know what?
ask?
Not only
Go
that,
ahead.
I've been on my
Yes.
own for so long, taking care
So-
of my own
Not
bills.
no
I don't
more.
know how
Yes.
to.
So you can't be mad at him for not picking up your signs.
You're right. I should have asked
I
and not
agree.
a mind
We
reader.
can't use that
So-
example.
But his
So wait a second. So you rather a woman ask? Like, hey, babe, can I get this money for my nails?
No, I'd rather a woman communicate with me how she really feels.
But I've learned that.
Okay.
And now I'm
Yeah.
a communicator. Because of that past, I have learned you.
Now, I'm not
a
saying I'm
closed mouth
dumb
don't
and
get
like,
fed.
So-
I'm not saying that.
Right.
Because I'm gonna try to be conscious of the little clues that you drop. But again, like, I've got my own life as well.
Exactly. Own trauma.
So when I'm coming over here, I'm sorry if I don't see that you left the bill somewhere.
Oh, he solid.
I mean, she probably did, but you're assuming that he just looked at that and just completely ignored it.
Right.
If he's still coming over there all the time, clearly he rock with you.
Right.
And you trust him enough to be in your space.
Yes.
You're a mother, right? So you trust him enough to be in your house or around your kids? Where your
Ain't
kids
nobody
at?
coming around my baby.
So why you can't have a conversation with him?
I agree.
It don't. You punishing him for what happened in your past by last dudes.
No.
Because
that's where you're wrong.
You being
my last
independent and all this and stuff
that's
like
where
that.
you're
That's
wrong.
not his fault.
My last relationship was my baby daddy. He took care of everything, so that's what I'm used to. So I never had to ask. I didn't know how to ask.
And again, it's
That's why I'm like that.
And
but it's
no
not
point.
my fault though.
It is your fault.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's trauma.
It's not about right or wrong. It's
Right.
about
It's just learning.
okay.
Yeah.
No, and I can understand that because I'm in the same boat. Like, I don't feel like, I'd rather
I don't know
go
how to
ahead
ask.
And
Don't know
even,
how.
and I don't.
I'm like embarrassed to ask. Like,
Me
why am I
too.
asking for this?
Even married, we still have arguments where it's like, why didn't you just say that you needed it?
Yeah.
It's a confident thing in women.
Yes,
we
and
don't
you're
wanna
so
feel-
independent.
We're so
Yes.
independent.
Yeah.
So when we out there making moves, hustling, and then we gotta come home and say, bruh, I need your help.
But how do you
Yeah.
think it feels for a man
I
to know that his
know.
woman is
Yes.
struggling, but she won't ask
But
for
I
help?
wasn't
help.
struggling. It was just
I'm not
a
saying
thought.
struggling. I'm just saying,
Right.
but how do you think it feels as a man
Exactly.
wanting to provide for his woman,
Exactly.
but
Tell
she
us,
won't communicate
please.
those things to him?
But then check this out. It's like you can't meet in common grounds. It's like you scared to ask, but then you ask her for
That's
too
true.
much.
Exactly.
That's true.
So I'd rather not even ask. I'm gonna
Electric
take
bill, like, come on now.
Right.
That's nothing crazy.
Okay.
That's nothing crazy.
It's good to hear from a man, though. It's
Keep
good.
it real though. Y'all not asking for electric bill. Maybe in your situation, you're asking $400 for your hair.
Not
$3,000
even.
for rent.
No.
You see,
No, you're right. You're right.
That's what
I
social
won't even
media
ask
does
for
to you.
that.
No, yeah. I feel like social media
comes off like that, where you're asking for, oh, I need my hair. No, we a grown woman here asking for big bills. I need my
Thank
rent
you.
for my salon
Like-
paid.
No,
I need
Right.
my phone bill
Right.
for my business paid. I
Yes.
need like my car note paid. No.
Yeah.
That little
I'll take
small
care of my
stuff,
toes, my nails,
my toes
my
and
hair.
stuff. That's $100. No, I'm talking about $700, $1,000. That's what I need help with.
Period.
That's the type of bills. The social media does come off though as girls asking for materialistic things.
Right.
And there are some females like that, but
There
unfortunately,
is.
you
There
just
is.
depending on how you guys discern what type of female that you're dealing with.
Yes.
And even for myself, dating guys, like I
Superficial.
said, for you, like
Yeah.
go ahead and elaborate because sometimes when you do speak with people, like I have such a genuine heart. I'm like an all-in type of person.
Me
Like,
too.
it's like if you got my
Yes.
attention, I am like, okay, let me see what are you really gonna bring to the table. Let me
Right.
see how hard you're really gonna go for me,
Right.
and I'm gonna match that same energy because I know that I'm about to go all in. And you don't know that until
Yes.
you like
Until
start
you-
getting up.
right.
But I don't ever feel comfortable. And that's like when you said that, as far as like I had somebody take care of everything, it was like for me, now I assume that men know that there's certain things I need to get taken care of. So if you're in that comforting space to want to help to take care of it, I would expect an offer or a gesture to let me know.
Right.
I don't want to make it seem like now I need help and I'm coming to you for that help, and
That's
automatically you think
That's
that
right.
I need
Right.
your like
Right.
I'm with you
That's
because
fair.
I need the crutch. Like I have 3 kids. I am so cautious about the men that I deal with right now.
Right.
Because it's
Yeah,
like
I have
the
nobody
moment that
around
I
my
even
baby.
open my mouth, I'm like, you probably think that I'm just looking for the next nigga to leech on, and it is not nothing like that. Like
Right.
I'd rather be by myself right now, and I hate like I had maybe like 4 different people try to talk to me, and I'm like, I don't even think that I can even talk to y'all because
Entertain
y'all
y'all.
gonna think that I just want something
Right.
from y'all, and that ain't even
It's
it.
the
I got a
society and the
question.
women in this world that make guys think that
Yes.
we're trying to leech off of them or just
Yes.
get
Oh,
whatever.
okay, so I got a
It's
question
social
for the
media.
ladies, and I got one for you real quick. So for the ladies, how long before you expect them to take care of bill or would like for them to take care of a bill?
If
or
you
something?
come into my house all the time, I'm cooking for
What's all
you.
the
You
time?
almost
Like how
every day.
But for how
For
long?
how long?
For how long?
It's been about 2-3 months.
After 2-3 months.
Yeah, and
well,
we're
that's
in a
it.
So 2-3
relationship.
months electric bill.
No, it's not even.
I'm going to water bill.
It wasn't even like that. No, I just wanted to see, because I'm used to, like I said, I'm used to my baby daddy taking care of everything. And you in my house, I'm cooking for you. Yeah, you take me on dates and this and that. Bro, I just, and it's funny, I didn't even leave it there on purpose. It was just, I noticed it was there. I'm like, I'm going to keep that there just to see if he does something. Not because I want to see as a man where your mind is at. Oh my God, this was like 6 years ago. I don't know. I don't know, probably like $100-something, $200 tops.
Right. So he probably don't think you don't even need that. He just think you left the bill there.
I didn't need it, but I'm trying to see as my man where your mind at. Are you going to take care of you?
Yeah,
And you're not
He
even
failed.
judging him off a feeling that says he had no idea he was there.
I know. Men are clueless like that. That's so true. That's so true.
Setting him up.
Yeah, you
And
set
then
him
when
up.
he fails, you mad at him. Like, did you see this bill here?
But you know what? He knew it was
I'm
there
cooking
because
this owl
even
breakfast
his best
and you ain't-
friend,
Get out.
his best friend even said, yeah, he seen that bill.
Oh my
What
God.
happened to his best friend?
That's yeah.
So
We're close.
so let's get on. You guys, I loved your intake on all those. That was great. But on to our next topic. What causes a man to cheat? And obviously, I'm going to start with the man. The man
Please.
over here.
What causes a man to cheat is warning signs, for one. That could be one. But ultimately, it comes down to accountability. A man going to cheat, not because of anything that a woman does, because of his lack of self-control or ego to handle a certain situation. So, me in the past, when I've cheated before in the past, it was because of my ego, staying in a relationship that was done a long time ago, but not wanting to leave because I felt like I wasn't going to be a good enough provider for my children in my relationship.
So it's financial
I
reasons.
respect it.
It was for me. I'm not saying
was
for
more
all men.
okay.
And
for
it was,
himself.
and then at times a lack of self-control because afraid of being alone. Like I feel like I always had to have some type of entertainment.
Codependent.
So it was yes, codependency for sure. So I always felt like if I'm sitting still, I got to fill my time with conversation with something or someone.
Okay.
So it had nothing to do. I don't like putting blame on people because when you do that, then you allow them to control your emotions.
Correct.
I got to address it from what I did in the situation where I was wrong. And where I was wrong were those scenarios. So whatever she did, it doesn't even matter.
Right.
Because I chose to either.
So she could have been doing everything you wanted her to do. You still would have been cheating.
No. I'm saying me doing it was the choice that I chose to make. I chose to do that. Now, what brought me to that point, I'm not going to sit here and talk bad about no woman. But what I will say is that at the end of the day, no matter what she did, I, as a grown man, chose to make that decision. And that will always be my responsibility and not
Good job.
So it was
Okay,
more-
I like
respect
that.
it.
And
I
good
respect
job.
that. Brawley,
love
what
that.
is your take on that?
Shoot.
What causes a man to cheat?
I'm not a cheater. I don't know. I haven't cheated in my adulthood ever.
Oh my
I
God.
But I would say, because I know a lot of serial cheaters.
Okay.
So
Is this for like religious reasons or is this just your own?
nah, it's my own
Beliefs.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I love it.
I'll
I
break up with
respect
you
it.
before I
Yes.
cheat on you.
Yes.
I love
don't
that.
make sense. But the people, the men that I observed that I known, the one was a serial cheater. So he was with his girl and everything, and it's just immaturity for those type of men. And then the other one was because they depended on the girl, so they couldn't leave the situation. But he didn't really like her or love her like that, or maybe he did love her, but he didn't want to be in a relationship. If he had his own thing and he was independent, had his own stuff, he wouldn't be in that relationship.
Yeah.
So he depended on her. That's why he cheated on her.
Okay.
Right.
So independence. Okay. What about
You
you?
just answered my. Just answered it.
I feel like
doing
almost
good.
the women answering would be basically y'all saying, why do y'all think men cheat? But Chevy,
Yeah.
why do you think men cheat?
Well, why do women cheat?
Okay, I'm
Oh yeah,
I'm
let's
saying that.
yeah,
Okay,
let's
you talk.
yeah,
Go
let's
ahead.
reverse that. Why do
Yeah.
women cheat?
I don't cheat. I leave. I don't. I don't got time to match energy.
Physically cheat? You leave before you physically cheat?
No.
Or emotional?
Emotional.
I wouldn't even say.
So you never text another dude when you was in a relationship? Because I remember I seen
I
on one of
have
your
had
podcasts, you was like, if you say something to this person that you wouldn't be comfortable saying in front of your
Yeah,
spouse,
that's cheating.
Yes.
That's cheating.
So you
It's
never did
cheating.
that before?
It's cheating.
I don't even want to say no.
We'll
I'm
come
gonna
back
be
to you.
honest. No,
We'll
I'm
come
gonna be
back to you.
honest. No, I'm gonna be honest. No, I'm going to be completely honest. And any guy that has been around me, and this is one thing that in my last relationship was a big deal. I can have conversation with men without it being emotional or even physical. A lot of men that I do deal with, if I am in a relationship, I let them know that I'm in a relationship. If they cannot respect that boundary or be pushy or anything, then no, I'm not entertaining that, or I'll cut them off. And if I'm single again and you pop up, all right, cool, like you can pop up. But a lot of men that I have been around, whether it's talking, I'm not sleeping with everybody, not having conversation, like just having conversation, like, hey, how you doing? Checking on you, like genuine gestures. Just like if I have a female friend, like, hey, how are you? That's fine. Like the same kind of conversation I can have with you, I can have with another guy. Now, once it gets taken, they're like, oh, I want to see you, or babe, or boo, love, all those little cute names. That's a different story. No, as me being in a relationship, that has never been something that I have been open to. I believe that if I'm in a relationship, there is not one man walking on this earth that can come check you about me or tell you anything about me that is not already out on the table.
Right.
Like
No, I
I
agree.
believe in that transparency so much. Like I'm like, I want honesty. I don't care how much it hurts me. I'm gonna respect you so much
That's
more.
all I want is
When
honesty.
you tell me the truth. So I reciprocate that energy because I'm gonna show you. Like I don't care what it is. Go through my phone here. Like leave this.
You said you agree with that?
Like
I've cheated
just-
once. I did. I
Why?
cheated once. It was that on and off for so long, on and off. That lack of attention, that lack of not being secure within myself. And when I did cheat on him, I woke up and I felt disgusting. And I said, you're not in love with that man anymore. Leave.
Yeah.
I left and never went back. If you could cheat on somebody, especially as a woman, because a woman cheats with her heart. A man cheats
a
with
woman
this.
cheats to leave.
Yes.
A man just cheats
A man
just to have fun.
because, like he said, just out of almost temptation or something. But
Like
when
more
a
of what you're
woman
doing
cheats,
with-
it's so much more to it. It's like that that relationship is lacking something, and you're looking for it from that other man.
And that's
Right.
exactly why.
But when I did cheat, I said, "You're not in love with him. Why are you even staying?"
No, right. And to be honest with you, to speak on that, I can honestly say I've never sexually cheated, but I could say that I might have overstepped boundaries, like as far as like communication. Like for example, like especially with me trying to like, whether it's in my modeling career or in my podcast career or whatever, I have a lot of big moguls like reach out to me and you know, they're gonna try to flirt with me and stuff like that.
Whose phone is
That's
have no idea.
that's my phone.
Oh, of course it is.
Are you sure? I'm like, I put D&D on for both of us. Okay, anyways.
Okay.
It's about to go out. Oh my God.
Do you want me to turn it on?
No, it's fine. Sorry, we got a phone call coming in. But anyways,
All right.
So back to what I was saying. I've had a lot of people like moguls and stuff reach out to me and say, you know, things to me. And I'm the type of person, I'll skip right over that. Like what they said and get straight to business. But in a relationship, that's not acceptable because really what you should do as a woman, which I've learned, is if somebody approaches you like that, you need to check it.
Yep.
Like you need to be like, I have a man out of respect for him. That's not, and I've realized that when you don't say that, it just opens the door
It
for them
opens
to
the door to
continue
things.
to do
Yeah.
it.
Especially if you don't know that you're in a relationship because
Right.
it's a secret boyfriend.
Right.
Right.
No, yeah.
So,
Right. No,
you
absolutely.
gotta tell them politely.
No.
Shooters gonna shoot, man.
No, yeah.
Right.
That's
Shooters
true.
gonna
And they gonna
shoot.
keep shooting.
Exactly.
But if you say that and they continue, then nah, you gotta just.
No, absolutely.
Well, that's why I said when it comes down to respect, because I've had many people that I've like that wanted to talk to me, and I'm like, no, I'm not, no.
But
And-
you don't
and
tell them
not-
I got a man.
No,
Right.
not that, not even, and I'm just talking about now, since I've been single, just like, I don't know, but they're there, but I'm not necessarily talking to them, I could make them, befriend them, like, I'm not rude to you, but I'm not really looking for a relationship right now, so if you continue to hit me up or anything like that, it's, like, casual conversation, not that, but
No, yeah.
I will let that be known.
So you
like,
let
if
it
I
be known.
am in
Okay.
a relationship. Hell yeah.
Chevy, you being a married woman, how do you handle that?
Before my husband, I was a cheater too, because I was that female.
Damn, you gave yourself a title. Cheater.
Period.
She keeping it real.
real.
She keeping it real.
Because the men cheated on me, so I used to be that girl that's like, oh, you think you could do it? I'm gonna do it
You're gonna do
better.
it better.
Okay.
So I should have left. Now that I know what I know, I definitely should have left before I got to that point, because there's no, Like, you shouldn't have to lower your self-standards to match someone else's energy. If you're giving me that energy, now that I know as an adult, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
If you're giving me that energy that you want to go and you're doing things, I'm not going to do the same thing. But back then I did.
Right.
Now,
Growth.
You know what I'm saying? So, but the reason why I think they cheated on me, honestly, is because I was giving them way too much. All the red flags they gave me, I ignored it because I had this thing where I can change you. I can change you as a man. I could take you under my wing and teach you what my grandma taught me and make you marry me. That's what I didn't. Yeah.
But even what he had said, and this is where, for us, because I say that same type of, I want to save you, I want to give you that love and security with the potential, but then for something that came out great, you're like the odds, I'm going to say. I'm going to call you the odds because not that it's...
That was one thing that I learned too, like, that I messed up in past relationships, and I'm still learning, is like, how much do you give at the beginning? Because I used to say back in the day, I was like, hey,
How much what?
How much do you give at the beginning?
Right.
Because I used to say all the time, like, I'm the type of dude, when you get into a relationship with me, I'm like that first day of school, everybody start off with an A.
Yeah.
You got 100%.
For sure.
I'm going to give you everything.
A clean
You want the
slate.
gram, you got the password, you got the whatever you need. But then I also noticed that from times doing that it can be unappreciated.
Right.
And then it'll get taken advantage of. And then when you get me to that point, then I check out. Because it's like, I done gave you I done gave you the best.
Right, for sure.
And that wasn't enough, or you didn't appreciate it. All right, cool.
Here's what I say. If I could go back in time and tell the old, Daria, Chevy, what would you do different? Definitely, I would still give you everything. I will cook, I will clean, I will bring you to church, I'll pray for you. Sex, to me, is one thing that bonds you deeper than anything else.
Soul ties.
Soul ties. So if I could take it back, I'm going to still be the nurturer that I am, the wife that I am. But to me, and then it's biblical, sex is what brings you as a marriage. It's not what you do for a person.
Right.
The minute you intimately have sex with someone, that's your mate.
Exactly.
That's the God. That's not my words. So if I could bring that back, I would definitely just say I will always be the nurturer that I am. I'll give you everything.
Can I ask you something real fast on that? Sex. Sex is really big in a relationship.
Yeah.
You wait till marriage.
Well, he said that he would. And that's one thing that I was going to say, because even for myself right now, I came in this year, I'm not sleeping with nobody.
Period.
I'm not sleeping with nobody.
You shouldn't.
And even the last guy, he had to distance himself, and he even said to me, like, not
can't
that
do
it's
it.
Not everybody can do it, though.
He's like,
do
our
it.
chemistry is so strong, and I'm like, I know that, but you don't have self-control.
Right.
Again, that turned me off. It's
Turns
like
you
you
off.
gave me more of a reason to not want to be.
No, absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And I agree with everything that you guys have said. So I appreciate your guys' input. We're going to go on to the next topic. And the next topic is, because we only got a few more minutes. Should a woman be able to go through your phone? And I want to start with you.
So before, in the past where I would have said no, is because I was open. I was out here.
Cheater.
But my last relationship,
I have no idea what that is.
that was when I honestly was like, all right, bro, you at this age now where it's like, it's time to be, you got to be grown with situations. You got to handle those things and be for real. So with her, hell no. And that was long distance. Like, my ex lives in Brooklyn. So I would see her once a month, maybe twice a month. And if she had the location on my phone, she had the password to my phone.
I'm sorry.
all
Could
of
you
that.
repeat that?
Yeah, sure. No problem. So in the past, I would have normally said, nah, ain't nobody going through my phone. Or would have made up some excuse like, nah, it's my privacy. But it was only reason to do is saying that, I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
fellas,
tell
keep
us.
it above.
Tell us.
Keep it above. Keep it above.
She got dirt in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But me, in my last relationship, it was like, it gave me so much peace knowing it's like, I want to be with this person. And I wasn't like that with somebody that lived here. Like, she lived in New York. So I had to, like, travel and plan to go just to see her. So, like, over a year and a half time, I probably saw her 10 or 11 times. You know what I'm saying? But she had my location on my phone. She knew where I was at. I had her location.
I like that.
She had the password to my phone. And
I
it was
like
like,
that.
when I'm in New York and somebody answered my phone or I can't get to it, hey, call this person for me. And it gave me peace. But it was a certain time, you're not touching my phone.
No, absolutely. And to be honest with you,
my red
That
flag.
comes with
No, yeah.
time. For
That
a
comes with
man,
time.
like,
That is
I
true.
won't even say a man. It comes with time as a person to where it's like, bro, like, you got to grow up eventually.
No, right. And speaking of growth, the reason why I disagree with that is because I don't got nothing to hide. But, like, for my man, like, I'm not going to say I trip on everything, but there's a lot of things I find problems with. Like,
Yeah, me too.
for example, on Instagram, I don't want my man liking no girls' pictures.
Period.
Like, if I
None.
see your
Zero.
name up under any girl's pictures,
We're done.
like, you don't understand what. yes. Like, y'all
So
don't.
how you feel about Keke Palmer when she was dancing on Usher?
That's
horrible.
wrong.
That was wrong.
That was
That was wrong.
That- no, that was wrong.
Keke, but that was wrong.
Keke Palmer dancing on
Alicia Keys
Usher.
too?
I'm not gonna lie, Alicia Keys.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna be
They're
honest with you. That was
performers.
kind of
They're
pushing.
married.
Yeah.
They're performers and they're married. I'm pretty sure. Listening
did that
to
She
on
her
was getting
music,
paid.
She was. I'm pretty sure, knowing her music and her lyrics, she
Yeah.
told him like, "Yo, we're performing the same vibe in the video," which I don't think she was married then.
No, and we have to compare that to like,
Yeah.
for example, Gabrielle Union and what's that? What is that show that she has on networks? Being Mary Jane or
Right,
or whatever.
right.
She
That's her
has sex
job.
scenes and stuff like that. That's her job. She's getting
But Keke
paid.
was having
Keke
fun,
Palmer was in the
child.
audience not getting.
If you're getting paid, and
No,
that's your
no,
job,
not
you're an
no
actor?
How
professional.
you feel about that?
No, professionally. Let's make this
Professionally.
clear.
Are you okay with your woman doing stuff like that on camera?
Nah, she.
No.
Yeah.
So hold on,
no.
time out. So if your girl gets scripted by Tyler Perry to kiss Denzel Washington for $500,000,
Kiss? That's cool. I don't mind. I don't mind.
no, he's not. Don't.
But I'm talking about.
No.
Kissing
This
is
is my-
different, but an actual sex scene.
talking about
Right.
back
An
shots?
intimate sex.
like
Right.
fake back shots
No.
No.
for $500,000.
If your girl was an actor,
For me,
That money,
nah.
when you let somebody, money don't
would've
matter.
been
It's like,
actress.
that means that there's a price on you.
Right.
That means
Thank
they can
you.
give you a certain
Thank
amount
But
of
it's
money.
not
That's
really
like a man getting a
happening.
dress.
dang,
That's how I look at it.
But it's
know.
not really happening. They're not really like what
Baby
you
mama.
think.
For me to so
Use
like
a
mine,
lip
You
double.
just, Candace, you said
lip
you don't
double.
even like your man liking a picture.
He's not getting
But
paid
he's
for that.
Okay, but now could you see him in action
Like on
with a
Power?
woman,
Making
but he's
good.
getting money for it?
If he's getting $500,000, baby, go ahead. I'm gonna be right there on set.
Oh, you gonna be on set?
Yes.
I
I didn't
agree.
make this
Give me
happen.
my
I
pass
agree.
on set, baby.
No.
Get that bag.
Like on Power,
And
It
that's
depends. It depends what it is.
that.
I don't,
Depends
for
what the
me
scene
personally, I don't know. Like,
This
call
is
it what
where
you want,
if-
but, like,
Yeah.
what I believe is my woman. There's got to be something that's got to be
Right.
cherished. for
Right.
her.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Regardless
My
of
husband's
money.
saying-
That back
Way.
shot you only should be seeing.
Oh my
You can get a lip double.
Just
Get a
stay
lip
first.
double.
Agreed.
Zoom in.
Right.
Look
Okay, guys. Okay. So to get on to the next topic, how do you balance work and dating life?
It's
like, especially, I
hard.
want to know from you, because you travel a lot, you have multiple businesses. How do you balance dating and working?
Well, for one, communication.
Okay.
And planning, making sure that so perfect example at the beginning of the year, I make my company, or I ask my company to give me my schedule for the year, so that way I can give it to my kid's mother, so we can create our schedule.
Nice.
Love that.
I love
So
that.
way she
Communication.
knows I'm here these days. I'm not here these days, and then that also gives me my systems. It plays to my systems and my non-negotiables that I have. So now I know I have this time dedicated to me, and I have this time dedicated to whatever. Because
Okay.
before I spend time with anybody, I got to make sure I got that time for myself.
Right.
Amen.
No,
I'm
I
not
love
trying
that.
to be pouring from no empty cup.
No, I love that.
There's nothing I can give you.
Yes.
So when it comes to my girl, that's communication. I'm the type of dude, if I like you and I genuinely enjoy you, I want to see you all the time.
Yes.
You
And
gonna
I'm
make
see-
time for
and I'm
that.
gonna make-
Yeah.
I'm
the
gonna-
phone
It's 24
And
hours in a day.
You
You gonna
make
make that
time
time.
for who and what you want to make.
No, I
Yeah.
agree. Brawley, what is you? Because I know you
That's
have a
the
pretty
key.
open
Oh my
schedule. You're an
God.
entrepreneur yourself too. How do you balance dating and working?
It's tough when you got goals and because you're you dive into them. So most of my attention, most of my energy, most of my finances, everything goes to a specific goal. So it's tough, and it always puts me in a position all right, what do I want more? Do I want love or the success more? So what I come to realize that I feel like it may be better for me to date someone that's almost like in the same industry,
That
so we
can
can spend
understand.
more time together. So now
Yes.
that's why I said earlier, as far as wife or relationship, she got to work in our business, together.
Right.
I love that.
'cause then we spend more time
You
together.
can pick your own her
Right.
schedule.
Right.
Tyra,
Yeah.
what's your
Yeah.
thought on that?
just as he said, and as I mentioned it before, alignment. As long as we can align, we don't have to do the same exact things. But if I know that you're gonna be handling your business, and I know that this is your schedule, and you understand this is what I want to do and what my schedule is gonna be like, we're just gonna make time in between, whichever way it has to happen. So, as I mentioned, scheduling, alignment. If we can just be parallel with our morals, our ethics, our religion, it goes so deep. With everything is
No,
more
absolutely.
or less where
Yeah, and Daria,
it is.
because I know you own your spa,
Yeah.
and then Marcus, he owns his own business now. How do you guys meet in the middle with that?
Well, when we first started dating, the love language test was definitely one thing we got out the way. So knowing each other's love language, like spending quality time with each other, was the biggest thing. Number one on both of our lists.
They were spending a lot of time together.
A lot of time.
I lost my best friend.
Yeah, she did. So I make sure, like, I even tell him, like, don't get offended that I put your name down on my schedule, but I have to literally block. I block my day out.
So
and
putting your man on your schedule, I love that.
Because
like,
my schedule,
if
my
it's not on my schedule, it don't exist in my life.
Yeah. Not saying he's like a client. I'm just saying I make sure I visually see it.
I love
manifest
that.
it. Like, today is the day. We're spending each other, we're going on a date. So, and I asked him to do the same thing.
Exactly.
And we commit to that. If you can't, consistency. Exactly.
So my thing is, I'm very structured. I wake up in the morning, go to the gym, take my son to school. I'm very, very structured. I do the same thing. Somebody told me sometimes I need to throw a curveball and go somewhere else in case somebody's following me. But I literally do the same thing every day. And then nighttime is like movie time.
Right.
Like hang out with my man. Like on the weekends, we're doing brunch. Like, and we like the same stuff. Like we're very like, I don't even know the word for it, but I'm a Sagittarius. I like eating at the same place, ordering the same thing, drinking the same drink. So
she cooks the same thing.
Like I'm very like, I think it's structured. Like being raised by like military. It's like structured. Like this is how I want it. So it's like the weekends, I know what we have planned, what we're gonna do, and how it's gonna be. And baby mama, you being a mother, great mother at that.
Thank you.
Owning a business and having a job. How do you balance that with your dating life?
It's definitely hard. It's a little easier now because her dad just finally got her every other weekend. So now that time I have for Malia.
Right.
Before, I didn't want to date because I had my daughter, and that's my time with my baby. So it was really, really hard. But, so now the weekends I don't have her, it's
whatever you want.
Yes, we hanging out. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys so much for answering these questions on the topics. I had a few questions that our wonderful people wanted me to ask, and we're gonna just answer quickly on what you think. And I'm gonna start here, and I'm gonna go around that way. Okay. Say your man had a baby mom. Sorry. I'm gonna ask it in a men's perspective. I'm sorry. Say you had a baby mama. Would it be weird for you to get her something for Mother's Day if you have a girlfriend? I need a yes or no.
We just had this conversation.
About this.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Like I would no. If you have a baby mama and you're in a relationship with your girl, are you getting your baby mother something for Mother's Day?
No.
Why?
Why?
For what?
I'm about to
just curious.
I'll do enough already. I don't need to.
Okay, cool. What about you?
Oh, same question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get her something from my kids.
If you're
right.
Yeah, if I'm like even when I was in my past relationship, when I was dating my ex from New York, like I took my son to Target. It's like, hey, get something for your mother for Mother's Day.
Right.
Okay, so it's coming from the kid.
Okay.
But what if she has the kid?
Well, that's what happened this year.
Right. So she had the kid.
I'm gonna take him tomorrow when I get him, and he's gonna go to Target. He's gonna get his mother something.
Okay,
right, so it's not technically from you.
So what I want to ask you though is, say your baby mother had your kid full time, and you have a girlfriend. Are you getting your baby mother that has your kid full time something for Mother's Day?
Yes, I'm getting her something for Mother's Day.
What are you getting her?
I don't know. The last gift I got her the Michelle Obama book. So I'm buying something that's gonna help.
Like
her
fundamental. You're not. So do you think like flowers or something is inappropriate?
I wouldn't get flowers.
Okay.
I feel like it's a little too intimate.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. What about you?
I get a gift card like Starbucks or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm gonna show that like
your appreciation.
I appreciate you.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. I don't. If I was in a relationship with a man and he was who get something for her, I would question what it is, more or less. But I don't see anything wrong with him getting her a gift in the sense of that's your child's mother at the end of the day. If you guys respect each other, I don't know. If that's something that you want to do as a genuine gesture, I'm not saying to go buy her like a bag that she's asking for or anything like that.
Now you're crossing the line.
Wait, I just asked my my baby daddy today, since I'm such a great baby mama, and you gave me hell, you want to give me my Dior purse?
No, well,
I was joking though, but you know,
to each
No,
his
you
own.
wasn't.
But
She was
I'm just
desperate.
saying, I'm not saying that you have to go buy. I mean, like to expect anything, but a genuine gesture. I know for Father's Day, I would go ahead and like I'm planning to get him something for Father's Day, and it's
Right.
just
Real.
because of how he's been able to give me what I want as co-parents. Like it's not
Okay.
about our relationship. It's about these kids at the end of the day. We have to raise
Yes.
these kids to be better people in
No,
this
right.
world.
No, I agree.
So if you're bringing that reciprocation and at least we can have that common ground, I just a genuine gesture. I'm not saying to go
Okay.
buy your favorite thing, but a nice, just like he said,
A little
a
gesture.
Starbucks gift card. That would mean something to me just because
Right.
I like Starbucks. You
So
know? It
just
doesn't
a
have
small
to be-
gesture.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
Chevy, what is your take on that? So you being married, having a stepkid, how would you feel if your husband got his
Y'all can
baby
see
mama
Crazy.
something for Mother's Day?
That sounds crazy. to me,
Listen, I'm petty. I'm queen petty. So I'm so sorry, sis. It's gonna be a little something from the daughter, but my
Yes.
husband ain't getting her jack.
Yes.
Nothing.
Here.
I don't care what sis done
Yeah.
did. I don't care about.
I don't
none of
play that.
Yeah.
Respect is respect. You know, I
Yes.
respect you, but no, you're
Yeah.
not getting that
Yeah.
from my man. That's my husband. Even if it's my
Yes.
boyfriend,
Yeah.
sis, you ain't getting nothing. You got your
Nothing.
own man.
Yes.
I
Thank
agree.
you. And question.
Not even a card.
How do you feel about your
No.
significant other liking somebody else, like another man or a woman's picture on IG? Are you okay with your woman liking other men's pictures
It
on
depends
IG?
what the picture is. If it's just a regular sophisticated, okay, fine. If it's with his abs out, when he
Right.
all like, nah.
So what about you?
I'm gonna be real. I don't care.
You don't care?
I don't care. Reason being, like somebody I did in the past, like she's a very popular braider in New York. She
Okay.
did all the Knicks players, Nas, everybody.
Right.
If that stuff, if something like that bothered me, I go crazy. Cause she doing house
you're
calls,
just
she
secure
doing,
within yourself.
I'm cool. I used to tell all the time, ain't a nigga in this world that's gonna make me feel insecure about you.
Okay.
Because if I know what we got, I'm not.
That's
and
all that
and
matters.
But and me saying that's not a slight on anybody else feeling
No,
some type
right.
of way. 'Cause
To
I
each his own.
understand.
Different
I
strokes,
understand.
different folks.
But for me, it's more so like me taking the responsibility over how I react. I don't want to be reactive
Right.
to any
Right.
situation.
So
Yeah.
I want to be you when I grow up because me,
Yeah, no.
personally,
Same.
you don't understand. Like
Right.
when you see your man's name up underneath the picture,
Ooh.
that's embarrassing.
Right.
That's
Especially if it's like a bikini picture, her in
Done.
like a one piece with her
Right.
print out.
Done.
Like
Right.
we not doing that.
we talking about an app though.
I don't care.
I don't care.
talking about
That no.
It's
Can I be
not-
honest with you?
That's how we
No,
got together.
No, yes,
It opens doors.
yes, and
It
that's
opens
just the
doors.
gateway. That,
Why are you trying to
Do
be
you
seen?
know that Instagram is a new dating app?
Yes, it is.
TikTok, new dating app. It starts from
I
the
met my
DMs, it
husband
ends
on
up in the
Snapchat.
Many
bed.
times.
Hello.
If I don't mean no harm. If he's gonna cheat, he's
He
gonna
gonna
do it.
cheat. Yeah.
So I mean,
No, but to be-
what I'm saying is, I don't fault you for feeling some type of way. What I'm saying is, why don't you figure out a way to control that emotion and how you react to it? So that way, if you see it, it don't bother you.
So I'm gonna go off what you said. So you said if he cheats, he's gonna cheat. When he's cheating privately. When you like somebody's picture, it's public. Everybody
looking.
sees
Everybody
your name
sees
up
it.
under her picture.
yes.
Everybody's
And what if
gonna
it's
be
not
like,
some famous girl, not famous, but popular girl. What if it's just some
A
regular
little
Joe
neighborhood
Schmo
girl.
that, you know, she got 2,000 followers and you liking her stuff?
So if you're in a relationship, are you gonna like girls' pictures while you're in a relationship?
I don't often that is all.
Often.
No,
Tyra, what?
No, I'm being for real. The reason why I don't is because for whatever reason, like the algorithm, what it is, like
Yeah.
the people that I follow, it'll show them, and then I'll be like, bro,
It's so funny.
I'm looking at
I'm not even
algorithms
gonna
too.
lie.
I don't do it too often.
What about you, Tyra? What's your take on that?
I feel some type of way. I unfollowed the last guy because I didn't.
Talk about petty.
No,
Petty.
I'm so serious, and that's something that I will keep to myself. That I feel some type of way because I
See,
just
at least you keep it to yourself.
I'm not making it like I'm just like So in order for me not to see it anymore, I'm gonna unfollow you, and it's
You're
so
better
funny.
than me because I will literally be
Yeah.
shaking.
Like,
Like
for
until I
real.
talk to you about it, I'm
For
about to have an
real, for
anxiety
real,
attack. Chevy, I gotta ask you, even though I feel like me and you think
we
a lot
the same.
alike.
I'm super petty, queen
Yes.
petty.
Yeah.
I would even call him the last name of the girl he liked. Like if he liked the girl, let's say her name is Miss Jackson, I'll be like, oh, good morning, Miss Jackson. He'll be like, huh?
If you say hi, you can
You
hear
know
it.
exactly what I'm talking about. You're friendly. I don't like
Yeah.
friendly men.
Oh
No,
my God.
That's what
no.
gets you cut off.
That's a new one. I'm gonna
Done.
have to use that.
I mean, good morning, Miss Jackson. Like he'd be like, what?
Nope.
What?
so
You know
okay,
exactly what I'm talking about.
let's get going. So And you know what? I'm with you on that. Question: if your ex died, would you go to the funeral? If you have a girl.
Where did they get these questions from?
Depends how long we dated.
Depends on how long we dated. What about you?
Well, my ex, I've known her for a while, so absolutely.
You're going
that's my
to.
friend.
What if your girlfriend says no? I don't want you to go.
How long am I with this girl that I'm dating for?
Like
How
a couple
long?
years.
Nah, I don't know. That's gonna be. I gotta be respectful.
Okay. What about you?
Yo, these questions is crazy.
I know.
Like,
These are the people.
Like, shoot your mom and shoot your dad.
Yeah.
If I'm single and I feel sympathetic, cool. But if I'm in a relationship, I probably don't even care. Like,
No, right.
That's wild.
No, right. What about you, Chevy? Can your husband go to his ex's funeral?
how? No, but I can go to my ex's.
What about y'all?
Hypocrite.
Okay. If you want to come with me, but he's gonna say no. He's gonna say no, but I want to go. But what if I start bawling? He's gonna be like, "Girl,
How much do you
Okay, I
care?
have a question now. Because I can say I've only been in 2 real relationships. One being my baby daddy.
right?
My baby daddy, I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
What if your man
No,
says he
exactly.
doesn't want you to go?
That is the father of my
I don't
child.
care. Exactly. That's something
different.
completely different.
Right.
Okay. What if
something
it's
else.
not the father of your kids? What if it's a guy you really was into?
So now there's one
okay.
I would go to.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
don't be mad if your boyfriend or
He's
husband
not
goes
coming.
to
I'm gonna beat him to
he
it
goes to
just to
another
make sure he's not there. Like, if I'm that petty.
We think too much
I'm
alike.
not
I'ma be
even
like
telling me
this.
that. I'm gonna go
before he knows.
All right, guys.
Yeah, that's
I loved this. This was amazing, and I appreciate everybody for being here, and I appreciate everybody to tuning in. So thanks again for catching up with Candace. Until next time.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
And that's a wrap on another episode of Caught Up with Candace. Thank you so much for tuning in and keeping up with all the latest topics and discussions. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, and review the podcast on your favorite platform. Your feedback means a lot. Stay connected with Candace on social media for updates, behind-the-scenes moments, and sneak peeks into upcoming episodes. You can find Candace on Instagram at Caught Up with Candace. Remember, stay informed, stay inspired, and stay connected. Until next time, keep shining and staying caught up with Candace. See you next time.